All right, guys, how's everybody doing today? We are coming at you live from ceilingversusfloor.com. Check out the ticker above, Vegas lines. And we're always paying attention to Vegas lines. You know, playing this daily DraftKings, or daily fantasy on DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever you play it on. You never can predict the future, but the people that can get the closest is Vegas. They got a lot of people creating these lines, and we go after, that's what we follow is who's favored, who's a big underdog, totals, is it going to be high score, low score, and so on and so forth. Let's talk about what we're going to be going after today. A lot of research. This is a lot of edge to this sport here, what we're about to talk about, but it's a lot of work. We've got to research a lot of stuff, and let's just talk about it. Had a big night last night with it, or yesterday, right here. It's going to be the NBA is what we're going after. And as you can see, we've had a good week. If you follow some of our older videos from when we started this website, the account was at around 2,500 or so, and that was just a week or two ago. And now it's at 3,400. As you can see, we've won 1573 in the last 7 days. Now, that's not all profit, is that doesn't factor in your entries, but we've had a really good 7 days, I can tell you that. Look at the amount of tickets we've won in 7 days. 17 tickets. That's what we want to go after. We go over this day in and day out, is these tickets right here. Those Millie Maker tickets. But anyway, back to the NBA. We're going to be attacking. This is the Summer League NBA. It's going to be a lot of rookies, a lot of young players, people that may make the team, may get cut. We're going to be studying the 6-game slate. That's what most of your information is going to be based on. And we're going to try to read between the lines and create the 2-game slate and the late game slate, the 3-game. And the one that I love is the showdown, which is we did really well yesterday. As you can see, we had some takedowns, first place. We hit the $33 single, took that down. I mean, we hit the showdown real good. 72 in, 386 out. I mean, look at those names up here, guys. For you new people on DraftKings or NBA, you probably don't know a lot of these guys. I know a couple of them, but the name's irrelevant. Playing time and who's starting is the key, and that's what we try to figure out. Took that down, and in the early, we hit the classic for $16. Had some takedowns, turned that into 102. Had a good night with baseball also. I play baseball a lot lighter because I don't feel there's quite an advantage on it. But we try to win some Millie tickets on that. We got a strategy on that. You can go to some of our other videos on a nice, safe double-up strategy that applies for winning these tickets. We won the top 2. That's 2 tickets we won for the $5 Millie Maker. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get back to the NBA, though. Let's go over the contest you want to enter. So let's just say you were going to enter this $50 single. Before you ever enter a contest, always click the 3 dots right here on the top. Then you click entrance, and you're going to get to see who's entered. Two arrow signs in a straight line on a badge. It's the number 1 badge you can get. That means all these guys are very, very advanced. This Bills fan 77 guy, I see him everywhere. I know he's a big-time player. I try to avoid as many of these guys as I can. The last thing you want to do is be, this is out of 11 people. Probably all 11 of those is going to be highly experienced players. But now, I find the $3 entries are some of the softer ones. So here we are, $3. The bottom left-hand corner, the M17, that stands for max 17 entries. You can put up to 17 lineups in here. You can play all one lineup 17 times, or you can break it up. And as you follow us on Ceiling versus Floor, we'll tell you when we advise to break it up and when we advise to Play it all as one. When we play one lineup 17 times, we call it training it. We just want to cash in the pay line and train it. And whatever you win it 17 times. Again, let's hit the top right button, entrance, and the $3. Look how many people are missing badges. 4 from the top, missing a badge. Missing. Badge, missing. But at least this one has some missing badges. The M next to the badge, that means they max entered it, just so you know. See how these guys have logos next to their name. Craypass has the DFS logo. I'm guarantee you this guy's a pretty sharp player because this is where he's getting his information from, right here, DFS. This is one of our favorite followers, people to follow for basketball. This is fantastic information. DK is the real deal. So I'm not saying I'm going to avoid this tournament just because a good player's in it. You're never going to find one that's only got poor players, but you want to play in ones that have some inexperienced players, which this one has quite a few. And we had already set a lineup. So when you have a lineup already set, all you have to do is hit this bottom down right button, and you can just enter it. And now we are entered into that tournament. Or you can hit multi-enter and max enter it if you'd like to. But I want to dig up a little bit more information before I get real heavy on how many of these I'm going to enter and how heavy I'm going to go. Now, again, we always stress we like showdowns, guys. I just find that they're not as hard. It's not as strong as a field. Typically, let's look at the entrance and the $3 one. This is the one, we took this down twice. No. We took this down once yesterday. It's about like that other $3 one is. You know, it's missing some badges. But this is, you know, you got, let's count the opponents here. They have 23 entries. And let's see, you got one. I wouldn't even, the one arrow on the badge, that doesn't really mean all that much. That's pretty inexperienced. I don't mean they're bad players. They might be great and they're brand new to DraftKings, but that just means they haven't been on DraftKings that long. And and if they have, they haven't won very much. Right here, the Swamp, non-badge. So you got 1, 2. I'll count the ones with just one stripe as a non-badge too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 23 that are not heavily badged. I'll enter it right now. Boom. I'll enter it again. I make sure. So now I'm maxed. So that was a 2-entry max. We went ahead and maxed it out. I know I'm going to be wanting to play that contest. Now, this video, we're not going to go into who we want to play, who we want to target. I got to do a lot of research. We might do a video a little bit later. But here I'm just trying to make you more familiar with the app, what to go after. And then we're going to talk about, besides here at Ceiling versus Floor, you want to follow the DK guy, and the other great site is Occupy Fantasy. These are great sites that go deep into it. So this is their plug from yesterday. And I used a lot of that information along with my own on winning that showdown. And then that's our YouTube channel, which is where this video is. And again, we're just getting started. We're going to have a lot of stuff on here as time goes on. And our website, Ceiling versus Floor, gives our strategy of what we do. What we like to do, guys, is we're not going after the big stuff, playing with the big boys. We're just chipping away, turning a profit. I mean, we've had some big hits, don't get me wrong, but only $100 entered, you know. I mean, about a couple hundred is about as heavy as we go on a slate. We don't some of these guys are playing $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 a night. Like, that is not what we're trying to get into here. We've got plenty of articles, guys. We got some free videos. We got some video for MLB, NBA, NFL, Big Day Thursday coming out on that. Thursday we got 2 games. We'll be going over a lot there. But again, check out these 2 guys for your basketball. This is real good advice, along with all our strategies of what contests to enter, so on and so forth. And the other most important thing, guys, is follow the right people on Twitter. You need to figure out who starting lineups. You can get NBA Labs is a good one. We got to figure out them starting lineups. They don't always come out on the Summer League. Our friend Tom would Occupy. He's very good at updating starting lineups. Right here you see he updated the starting 5 for Charlotte yesterday. Obviously DK, very good. Follow this. Garrett, also would Occupy. Great with keeping you updated. And then the other thing you want to do is just follow the beat writers. Follow the beat writers for that specific team. So, again, started off Vegas odds. Follow us at Ceiling versus Floor. We'll always point you in the right direction of making nice, safe lineups, investment. And then we're going to also teach you how to make some riskier lineups to go for the bigger contests and how that works. We're typically safe players, just trying to turn small profits every day. We don't win every day. Nobody does. But at the end of the month or the end of the year, we're turning a profit. We took $250 bankroll from just over 2 years ago and ran it up to a $50,000 bankroll. And we've made some big withdrawals from that. So I feel confident enough in our strategies now to create our own website to help you guys turn a profit also. So if you want to do some serious digging and a little bit of work, play some Summer League NBA today. If you're not that advanced, and you're not that familiar with the website or Twitter or follow some other people, I would probably sit it out. It's highly advanced, but there is an edge. Play some simple stuff like MLB where they check the starters. Let me go over that real quick too. So as you can see here, see these green check marks? That means those players are starting. So I don't have to read anything on MLB. I can wait till about an hour before it locks, see who the starting pitchers are, who's batting in the 3-hole to 4-hole, all of that. Where NBA on Summer League's totally different. They do not do that. You're gonna have to figure out who the starters are on your own, and a lot of times you won't know. They don't even Twitter. No beat writer has it. You just gotta hope that the research you did is correct. So set your alarms if you're going to play it right before each game tips. That way you can check and see, make sure nobody's a late scratch, or maybe there's a real cheap player that is going to be in the starting lineup that's a great play. And if you got time to stay on it today, you're going to probably be successful. So hope this helps everybody, guys. Good luck. We'll see you on the next episode.